You probably have some hard inquiries on your report that's not supposed to be there. I'm going to show you why and how to remove it. So, with that being said, you know what time it is. Let's get right into it. First things first, all right? I got to show you this so you can understand what's going on. So, as you can see right here, here's a credit report, right? Now, we'll talk about how to get access to this specific credit report. But first things first, break down this credit report. So, as you can see, there's an inquiry right here, and they have the specific date and the address, right? But as you can see, this one says permissible purpose, but this one doesn't. This one has permissible purpose. This one has permissible purpose. This one has permissible purpose. This one does not have permissible purpose. This doesn't. This has permissible purpose, and so on and so on. All right. Now, what you're probably thinking is like, what does all this mean? So, what I want to do is actually go to the law so you can understand what's going on. All right. So, go to Google and Google 15 USC 1681. All right. Now, remember, I'm not a lawyer. All right. Just here to show you the law so you two can knock the credit barrels out. Right. So, what we want to do is go to 15 USC 1681. We want to start understanding what's going on with our consumer reports, with our credit reports. All right. Now, click on this one. And what you want to do is actually go to the sub chapters. All right. And as you can see, it's a breakdown of all the specific chapters or the specific laws that's within the Fair Credit Reporting Act. All right. But as you can see, permissible purpose of consumer reports, right? Very important. All right. Now, as you can see, 15 USC 1681B, permissible purpose of consumer report. So let's just read over the law to see what's really going on. All right. So, subject to subsection C, any consumer reporting agency, which is Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, may furnish a consumer report, which is your credit report, under the following circumstances and no other. Read that again. Any consumer reporting agency may furnish a consumer report under the following circumstances and no other, right? Number one, in response to the order of a court having jurisdiction to issue such an order, a subpoena issued in connection with proceedings before a federal grand jury or a subpoena issued in accordance with these specific titles. All right. You can click on them and read over yourself. And number two, right, in accordance with written instruction of the consumer, which is you, to whom it relates. All right. Number three, to a person which it has reason to believe. All right. If you click on person, you can basically read what person means in this specific context. All right. A, intends to use this information in connection with a credit transaction involving the consumer on whom the information is to be furnished and involving an extension of credit to or review or collect to or review or collection of an account the consumer, or B, intends to use this information for employment purposes, or C, intends to use this information in connection with the underwriting of insurance involving the consumer, or intends to use this information in connection with a determination of the consumer's eligibility for a license or other benefit granted by a governmental instrumentality required by law to consider an applicant's financial responsibility or status, or, right, intends to use this information as a potential investor or a servicer or a current insurer in connection with a valuation of or an assessment of the credit or prepayment risk associated with an existing credit obligation, or, all right, got to keep continuing reading this, otherwise has a legitimate business need for the information in connection with a business transaction that is initiated by the consumer or to review an account to determine whether the consumer's information to meet the terms of this specific account. Now, so on and so on and so on. All right. Now, I'm not going to read all these specific laws, but what does all this mean, right? Probably thinking, what does permissible purpose mean? All right. So, permissible purpose of consumer reports, to me, it means the special reason someone is allowed to actually check your credit report. For example, a bank, a landlord, an employer might check your credit report to actually, borrow money to rent a house, or even, apply for a job. But they need to have a good reason to actually check your credit report, and they also must follow the specific rules. So when you look at this specific credit report, right? As you look, you notice that this inquiry doesn't have permissible purpose, but this one does have permissible purpose. So as you look on your report, that means these inquiries aren't really supposed to actually have access to your reports based on that specific law. So what does that mean for you? Now you can create a letter, and let me show you how to create the specific letter to help you remove these hard inquiries from your credit report. All right. Basically, we saw the specific laws. Now I know what you're thinking. How do you get access? I forgot how to get access to these reports. All right. So you want to give Experian a call. You want to give TransUnion a call. You want to give Equifax a call, right? You want to order your reports through them. Now, I know I tell you to go to Identity IQ to actually get your credit report, to actually dispute those negative accounts. But when it comes to removing hard inquiries and leveraging the specific laws, you have to order your reports. You can't go to annualcreditreport.com and get your reports. You have to call them so you can get the report sent to you, because they have all the details that you need to help you remove that specific inquiry off your credit report. All right. So you want to put your first name, your last name, your address, right? Current date, right? What's up, Experian? What's up, TransUnion? What's up, Equifax, right? Either or. I just got my report, and notice some hard inquiries don't have permissible purpose according to 15 USC 1681B. I also attached a copy of my credit report. Can you please investigate these hard inquiries below? Now, the reason why you want to attach a picture is because now you have evidence, you have proof. You can actually show that, hey, these hard inquiries, you can highlight and show that these ones does not have permissible purpose, right? Now, put a list of the hard inquiries below. And for an example, Capital One, today's date. And then what you want to tell them to do is delete this hard inquiry because of violation of 15 USC 1681B. All right. Now, you want to go to all the ones that are on Equifax or Expand or TransUnion, list all the ones that don't have permissible purpose on this one specific letter, right? So list all the hard inquiries on this one. All right. And then from there, what you want to do is just make sure you have your name and address. Now, you have two options, right? You can print this letter off, attach two forms of identification, and send it to Experian, send it to TransUnion, send it to Equifax, right? Certify. Or if you don't want to go to the post office and wait in line and do all that extra stuff, because we always say we're gonna go to the post office, but we always skip it or stuff might happen. So you can actually send this letter. Um, you can send this letter online, and let me show you how to do that. All right. So what you want to do first is, I forgot to tell you, what you want to do first is, of course, take a picture of your driver's license, take a picture of proof of residency, right? And you can actually add it to this specific letter. And then what you want to do is just download it, right? Download it and make it as a PDF. All right. Now, once you make this as a PDF, from there, what you want to do is just save it to your desktop. And then I'm gonna basically show you what you need to do. All right. Want to go here. Now you can create a free account with here, but of course it's going to cost you money to send these letters certified, between like $7 to $8 um, per letter that you send. So $8 to Experian, $8 to TransUnion, $8 to Equifax. All right. So once you're on the specific website, once you logged in, now what you want to do is just click on Start Job. All right. Now once you click on Start Job, go to Certified Letter, and then from there it's going to create you a job. Now the name of the job is going to be the actual name of the where it's going. So let's just say they see Experian, right? You want to actually upload the file. And once you upload the file, now what you want to do is look for now what you want to do is actually put the address. All right. So just click on manual right here, add this manually. All right. And then from there, Experian, you just want to put it in. You can Google Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax address. All right. And then what you want to do is Experian, PO Box 4500, Allen, Texas 75013. Click on this one, click on the down, export down. and then click on save. And then from there, what you want to do is just put your address, all right, return an address. All right, so just put your information there, save changes. And then from there, what you want to do is just click on process this job. Now, once you click on process this job, it's going to take a little bit of time to import. So once it's done, I'm going to show you what to do next. So from there, what you want to do is just click on, right? You want to click on this right here. And then you want to look over your actual letter, right? You want to look over your letter to make sure everything is good to go. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see what's going on. So I'll have your address. It'll go, who's it going to? Experian, PO Box right here, certified mail. And you just want to look over the letter that you actually uploaded, right? And then from there, what you want to do is just there, after you reviewed everything, click on pay and approve. As you see, it's cost about $7. Probably cost a little bit more. All right, but around $7.30, whatever the case may be. And then process this job. And then you're going to do the same exact thing for Experian, Equifax and TransUnion. You're going to do the same exact thing for the other two credit bureaus. All right. So now what you want to do is wait about 35 days, all right? 30 days for them to complete the investigation, 5 days for them to mail that back to you. Now, if you don't get the desired result that you're looking for, now let me show you what to do next so you two can knock the credit bureaus out, all right? So let me just show you what you need to do. Google CFPB, create an account if you don't have an account, all right? Now, once you're in here, all right, now once you create an account, you're gonna be able to start a new complaint. Now, once you're here, now what you wanna do is just click on consumer I'm sorry, you want to click on credit reporting, and then what you want to do now is just scroll down to credit reporting again and then click on next. All right, now from there what you want to do is just wait for a second. And then what we want to do is click on improper use of your report and then which one best describes your problem. All right. Now, reporting company, use your report improperly. All right. Now, have you tried to fix this problem with the company? Yes. Right. Did you request information from the company? Yes, you did request information. What information did you request? You requested for them to provide you, a copy of your report, removing these hard inquiries for a violation of 15 USC 1681B. All right. Did this company provide you with this information? No. All right. If they did or they did not. All right. So if they did provide you, you can say yes. If they didn't, then no. All right. Now from there, what you want to do, I forgot to say that. From there, what you want to do is just click on next, and basically you're going to type up the complaint of what, like who, what, when, how, everything that we learned in school. All right. Want to basically tell them what happened. All right. So on whatever date you ordered your report, you looked over your report, you saw the hard inquiries that didn't have permissible purpose according to 15 USC 1681B. You sent the letter to Experian. All right. So remember, we're going to create three separate complaints: one to Experian, one to TransUnion, one to Equifax. So I sent the letter to Experian telling them to remove these hard inquiries that didn't have permissible purpose according to this law. They didn't. They did or didn't delete all the hard inquiries, which is a violation. All right, these places didn't have authorization to actually get my report. All right, now from there, what you want to do is just, if you want to publish it, it's up to you. Would this be a fair resolution to this issue? And then just tell them, hey, delete these hard inquiries for violation of these specific laws. And then you could also attach the report, and you could also attach your letter that you sent. Remember, if you sent it, you could download it, take a picture, whatever you did. If you sent it using the specific website, or did you send it, you went to the post office, make sure you have proof. You could just download it, right? Upload the attachments. And then what you want to do next is what you want to do is click on next. All right. Now, what you want to do is just look up the company. So Experian. Experian. Then you want to put your last four, right? Name as appears on your credit report, date of birth, and then fill out these specific ones. Do you want to complain with another company? No. And then what you want to do, just click on next. And here's what you're going to do. So after you click on next, make sure you review your complaint, make sure everything is good to go, then click on submit. Now what you want to do is wait for Experian, wait for TransUnion, wait for Equifax to respond back to the complaint. Now they might ask for additional time, and that's okay. They usually ask for an additional 60 days, but it doesn't take them 60 days to respond back to you. All right. So wait for them to respond back to your complaint. Check your portal, check your email. All right. Now, if you're new to fixing your credit and you're just getting started, make sure you go grab my new free secret letter so you too can knock the credit bureaus out.